Welcome, Solara here. I'm here to do a longer reading. Welcome if you're coming over from TikTok, and welcome to my new YouTube subscribers. Please make sure to hit the like button to get these videos circulating so they reach the people that need this information. I am here to expose and to help help fellow light beings like myself to rise into their power and truth, and to affirm and confirm the intuitive messages that you might already be receiving, but because given the conditioning and the program of the old world, we're often, taught to second guess ourselves, especially when it comes to dealing with these energies. But I'm here to let you know that a lot of this stuff is real, more real than it's real. Let's just put it that way. And to help you to rise into the confidence of your power and your truth so that you can break out of many of these energies and situations and circumstances that were designed to delay you, to destroy you, to help you to rise. So let's get into this. I'm going to begin with my Karmic Chronicles deck, and I have it split in two, but I will use both sides at different points to get messages. It's just that it's such a big deck at this point that in order to get the energy circulating and to not repeat cards, that it's just easier to break the deck in half. So I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go. You have access to other dimensions. They trapped and corded you for interdimensional travel access. All their spells are reversing instantly. That came out in the last reading. This is the time, guys. This is the time. As you wake up, as you climb into your power, the more you climb into their power, the more you're resisting their energy, the more their shit returns to them. You can do fancy return to sender spells. Yes, sometimes that is actually important to do that. But you should know that irregardless, one of the most potent ways to return this work to them and to put an end to it is to stand in your truth and to heal. Because as you heal, you climb into your divine power. And that's ultimately what they've been sent to block. So the more you access your divine power and you live in it, the more that whatever it is that they have been sending to you is returned. That's the nature of energy. What you reject that they send to you must be sent back to them. If you refuse to hold the energy that they're trying to send to you, and there's no space within you to hold that energy because you've healed yourself of the shit that they're trying to attach to. This is why healing is so important. It just gets sent back to them. Okay? So trying to trap you in shame so you betray self and choose them or their way. This is the third time this card has made itself known or come out of 4 readings. So this might be a very real collective energy that's happening right now. I know I was feeling that big time this week. That energy of trying to shame and to keep people quiet and to keep people in lower resonating energies and to keep people out of their divine truth, in the sense of staying in a place of the denial energies that benefit the lies of the matrix instead of the truth of divine order. Keeping secrets that they know will hurt you. Master manipulator, think they can do it better. Thief with a God complex, spirit of envy. So this is somebody who tried to take from you or to control you or to attach to you with this. You have access to other dimensions because they thought what it was that you had, they either with the spirit of envy, they thought that what you had, that they deserved it more, or they thought that they could do better with what you have than you. Or they thought that you would never wake up to the fact that you had these things and that they could just, partake of your gifts and your talents and your powers and your energies for themselves and their own purposes, selfish purposes, using money and gifts to distract and control. Lower chakra and throat invasion. So they were using money and gifts. This is at the bottom of the deck. Using money and gifts in order to distract you from their true intentions and what it was they were doing. So to make you feel like they think you're special or that they're on your side, or to buy some kind of loyalty or allegiance to them. And also with the throat, it was also designed to attack you and make you feel guilty for connecting to your truth. So that can happen a whole bunch of ways. If they're giving you things, things, right? You feel guilty for thinking these things about them or articulating them, but that's all part of the energy right there. The gift was there to make you feel guilty for coming up against them with the truth, because that's what the throat chakra is about speaking truth, living truth, knowing truth, expressing truth. And it's also about divine order, because that's ultimately what truth is, right? That's why your truth is different than mine, because my divine order is different than yours. There are some principles that work across the board, right, when it comes to divine order. But then there are also things within self. How do I explain this? There are also, it's kind of like when you have, and this is not veering into things that are not true. I'm just saying, for example, like my gifts and my talents will put my energy in an order, in a state of order and balance that will not match anyone else's, because it's my truth and my energy, right? And it will be in alignment with collective divine truth when I am in divine order. But what they wanted you to be in is the collective lie, which is the matrix, the collective lie. And in order to be a part of the collective lie and illusion, they must keep you in illusion. And the way they kept you in illusion was by, giving you gifts so you felt bad for connecting with your divine truth, because your divine truth goes against the lies of the matrix, or the lies that they were trying to tell you to keep you in illusion. I hope that's not too confusing the way I broke it down, but let's see what else is coming out. They want to keep you stuck in shame. Again, this energy of shame, to perpetuate self-hatred and self-betrayal cycles, because they know you're a karmic warrior. They know you're here to break certain energies. They know that you're here to help the ascension process. The only way they can keep you from doing that is by keeping you. I'm going to show you my chart in a second. I broke it out for the other reading too, where we were talking about shame energies. I want you to understand the reason why these people, systems, institutions, situations, why it's been so important for them to keep people locked in shame, guilt, and fear, but especially those of us who were sent here to usher in these ascension energies and to begin to build the new earth, right? By being in our divine truth and by being in divine order, they have a very real reason why they want to keep you specifically trapped in shame. I call shame, guilt, and fear the trauma trifecta. For as long as we're traumatized, we're not able to climb into our divine power and our truth. That's why the system that we call the matrix had a vested interest in perpetuating collective as well as institutionalized trauma through the family system and how they designed it, and then how they designed the other systems around it so that there was no way for a family system to survive outside of dysfunction to varying levels and degrees. They're mad you ain't their mama or their daddy. So this is somebody who has some kind of issues where they're mad at you because they're mad at their mother, they're mad at their father, and they take it out on you. They sent this person to distract you and take you off course. So this person that was sent to you has mother or father wounds that they are, instead of healing themselves, they're trying to project them onto you. But this person was sent to you in order to perpetuate cycles of shame. Someone here broke physical laws, not spiritual ones, physical ones. That's the card that came out. They are tampering with your dreams to harness and deplete you. Third eye and crown tampering. I feel like I need some more information here because these energies are a little bit, I feel like we're dealing with more than one person here. You are protected by beings of darkness and light. Let me get one more card, please, Spirit. One more card. Okay. They got into this blindly. They didn't know it would hurt you. They were naive. They silence you. Yeah, we just talked about this. They silence you and make you feel stupid because they fear what will happen once you access and live your truth. So that, again, is that energy of coming against the throat. Where were we talking? Why were we talking about that? Oh, we were talking about that in the using money and gifts, right? Let me show you this chart. So this chart is the vibrational scale. right? And it shows you the vibration of different emotions. As you can see, shame is at the bottom. Then we have guilt, apathy, grief, fear, and it keeps going up until we get to enlightenment. Now, all of these energies, especially in the red and the orange, they never want you to get past the orange and into the yellow, for sure. And they definitely don't want you accessing the heart, which is the green, right? Because when you access the heart energies, you're no longer in a place of being contracted or constricted, your energy body or your energy field. You're beginning to expand. And as such, you're able to access your divine truth. For as long as you're in energies that constrict you and make you small, fear, guilt, shame, apathy, you are not able to climb the vibrational scale. You are not able, if you're looking at it through, the energy centers, the chakra system, you are not able to access your heart energy. You stay in the root and in the sacral. And sometimes you access the solar plexus, but you mainly stay in the red and the orange. And the point of this whole system, the matrix system, how they formulated even the institutions of family, of school, even how the work dynamic has been set up, it's all to keep people locked into the red and the orange, to keep energy fields constricted, because as long as energy fields are constricted, no one's going seeking divine truth. No one's trying to come into the energy of recognizing that we are all essentially one, but that we all have different unique purposes, right? No one is able to rise into their divine power. A person who's locked in the red and the orange, in cycles of fear, guilt, and shame, is also easy to control. It's easy to control somebody by putting fear into them. This is why all of our systems and so-called discipline is rooted in fear. There's a punitive aspect. You don't do this, this is the consequence, right? And it's all about conditioning people's energy fields to be in perpetual states of fear, guilt, and shame programming. So this person may not have known this, like they got into this blindly. They don't know the intricacies of this. They don't know any of this. They got into it blindly. And yet they were still used for this. They were still used for this. Somebody broke physical laws here. So I'm getting here, again, I'm getting this energy of somebody who knows what they're doing. And whoever this person is that they sent to distract you and take you off course, normally this is a person who's like a friend or a lover or something, someone that comes into your reality, right? Not someone that's been there the whole time. So normally this is the energy of not a family member, but they could have been sent by a family member, or they could have been sent by, someone else who is very aware of who you are and has every desire to do this. But whoever this person was, they didn't do it consciously. They didn't know. They didn't know what they were signing up for. They got into it blindly. They didn't know it would hurt you. And mainly, I feel like this person, okay, it's getting clearer now. I feel like this person was manipulated into doing what they were doing by way of somebody playing on their mother and their mother or father wounds, or mother and father wounds. Take it as it resonates. But this kind of feels like that energy of somebody who has, somebody in their ear that's like trying to make them insecure about something. So like, let's say that this person was a lover or a potential lover, right? They had someone else who knows what's going on here with you, like whispering in their ear and telling them things about you and trying to make them insecure about themselves and trying to cause some kind of drama, right? And the drama that this person was trying to incite was to tune into the shame and the childhood wounds within this person that was getting close to you. So it's almost like they would come and project that onto you. That's what I'm getting. So this could be like what I keep on seeing right here is a best friend. I keep on seeing someone's best friend, and I keep on seeing like this feels like a lover. It could even be a divine partner. If it's a divine partner, then they weren't trying to trap you in shame, but their shame is what kept them doing certain things. Okay. The point is, whoever this was that was inciting all of this shit through another person, they're very aware that you have access to other dimensions, right? That you are an interdimensional traveler. You might not have known this, but they knew this. If you are a light being, you likely are, right? So you've been trapped and corded. Like, this energy feels very scattered. It feels like there's more than one person involved, you know? What should I go into to get some more answers? Let's go into the tarot for this, to hone in on some of these energies, because this is feeling a little scattered to me right now. I'm getting parts of the story, but I'm not getting the whole thing. I want to... What tarot deck should I use? Which one? Which one? Which one? Huh. I forget the name of this deck. It's one of the more original tarot decks, like it's a reproduction of a very old French deck. So it's all in French. I think it's called the Worth deck. Worth, but with an I, not an O. Tell me more about this person who trapped and corded for the interdimensional travel. Tell me more about this energy, this person. So we have the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. We have the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Nine of Swords. So the nines, first of all, the nine is hermit energy. And so the hermit energy it's about a few things. It's about liberation and freedom and coming into self and power by way of like soul searching. But it can also be used to get a person into cycles of like loneliness, being alone. And with the Nine of Swords, that's that energy of like mental distress, anxiety, like sometimes insomnia. It's playing with a person's mental reality in order to keep them feeling very alone. That's at the bottom. What actually came out, the Diablo, the devil, and the Eight of Pentacles. And in this deck, the eights are connected to the Justice card because it's one of the original tarot. In the original, in some of the older, no, I shouldn't say original, in some of the older tarot decks, especially also like the Thoth tarot, the Aleister Crowley tarot deck. I don't like that dude, but neither here nor there right now. The Justice card is the 8 and the Strength card is the 11. So the energies are flipped. But we have here the 8 of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy, first decan of Virgo, and Le Diablo, which is the devil. And this is all about keeping somebody stuck in some kind of contract that has to do with work, has to do with career. This is something to do with somebody's work. It could have to do with this person that they sent to distract you and to take you off course. It could, of course, also have to do with you and your work. But I'm really feeling like this is more to do with this person they sent you. Like there's someone here who's very aware that of what they're doing. And they're really trying to keep you, or whoever you're thinking about, trapped in some kind of work contract. Or they're manipulating them with work. They're causing like a lot of mental distress. because that's the Nine of Swords, and this is the Nine of Pentacles. And they're both in reverse. The Nine of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, they're in reverse. They're supposed to be this way up, but they've come out this way. So there's something about a threat against this person's autonomy, against their financial independence, against their ability to look after themselves, and it's work related, or it's to do with money and some kind of contract. I still need to get into this deeper. I need to get into this deeper. What should I use? I'm going to use the Energy Oracle. I want to know more about this person they sent to distract you. Yeah, again, we have this contract at the bottom, and we have man holding a heart. So what I'm getting here now is that there was someone that was sent here to distract you, to keep you out of a specific contract, maybe a contract with your divine partner. And what I'm getting here is that it's like this person is working through your was or is working through your divine partner, and not that your divine partner is involved in, I mean, they may have, but I mean, take it as it resonates. But I don't feel, what I'm getting is I don't feel like your divine partner is directly involved, but I feel like this person that's close to them is using their woundings to keep them in some kind of space with you that is that's full of discord. And bear in mind that this does not have to be like energy now. I'm getting that this could have been in the past also. Because whatever this person is doing, it's done with. So this might just be an exposing and a confirming for you. But what I'm getting is it's almost like a divine partner had a friend. And this friend has been working for someone else, got himself involved, herself involved in some shady, well, it's man holding a heart, so that's why I say himself. Shady, like, situation, contract, whereby they're selling out their partner, their divine, well, your divine partner, their friend. I'm trying to get all of this together. It's like, but it was in order, it was to get to you. It wasn't to although they used their friend to do it, it was like they knew about you. And that was, they used their friend almost as bait. I think I'm getting to the bottom of this now. And it's not like, I don't know, this is some really, I keep on seeing this card that says broke physical laws. It's like this person may have gotten into some kind of trouble, and as such they're being bribed in some way. And somehow they may have pulled your divine partner into this. For some of you, they did, because here we have that card. They're keeping secrets that they know will hurt you, you know? But I really do feel like whatever the direct assaults that were designed to keep you trapped in shame, they were being manipulated by this friend, using your divine partner to do certain things against you. Like they had some kind of intel. And the way they did this was by playing, like being a voice in this person's ear. It's almost like that energy of when somebody wants to come towards you, and instead of like, you know, patting them on the back and being like, yeah, go for it, you know, she or he is great, like you're a great person, like, you know, like talking you up. It's almost like that subtle energy again of trying to play on someone's wounds and make them feel like they're not good enough and they shouldn't be doing something. Think they can do it better. Thief with a God complex. This person was envious of their friend. This person was envious of your divine partner. There's something also that your divine partner has that this person wanted, which is why it was okay for them to do this. Like, I'm getting the energy of a friend who, I mean, it doesn't, this is what it is. It doesn't feel it doesn't feel like that. Sometimes with these energies, you feel like this malicious energy. This just feels like a person who's really wounded and as such is making really fucked up decisions. That's what this feels like. It doesn't feel like someone who is like, it feels like someone who is wounded and has gotten themselves in like a whole bunch of situations that they shouldn't have been involved with, but it was down to their own woundedness and them being blinded to their wounds, right? It doesn't feel like calculated, although some of the things they did were kind of calculating, if that makes sense. Okay, I don't want to get too deep into this because, yeah, again, contracts, some kind of financial constraints, anxiety, there's a community involved. Anyway, I don't want to get too deep into this because this is a lot right now for a reading that's not supposed to be too long. So what you need to know is that you are protected by beings of darkness and light. You've activated that for yourself. Okay, so what else? Yeah, be aware of your mental and your emotional bodies, especially your emotional bodies, because they still are trying to tamper with your dreams. But again, we have this message that all their spells are reversing instantly. I do want to get some guidance for you. They can't access you anymore on other dimensions. It feels like the only thing they can do is try to access your dreams. And to that, I would say up your protection before you go to sleep. Take authority over your dreams, your dream space. Your dreams belong to you. No one should be able to access your dreams any more than somebody can just walk up into your house. It's like too many times we don't know this. So make sure before you go to bed at night that you're taking authority and you're speaking that out loud and you're calling in the highest levels of protection available to you to protect you as you travel, because that's what you're doing when you're sleeping, you're traveling. Let's see. Guidance. Uncrossing work is necessary. And I'm being told that the uncrossing work is really to do with the inadvertent ways that your divine partner may have had you feeling about yourself. Because I want to be careful here, because a divine partner doesn't come in to trap you in shame. That's not a divine partner. Yes, there are times when on this journey, like situations can become karmic because we need those lessons, right? And I'm saying karmic in nature in the sense that we need lessons. Like divine partners, we hurt one another, but we hurt one another because we expose the things that the wounds that we're hiding from. A divine partner should not be abusive in nature. So shit happens because both parties are wounded. And that's why separation at a certain point is necessary, because divine partners are designed to come together. And in their togetherness, they're extremely powerful and potent. But here's the thing. In their togetherness, when they're wounded, that power in their wounds is also really a powerful force of destruction. So that's the reason why it always feels so, like tense. And that's the reason why the healing oftentimes must be done apart. And it always depends on your assignment with your partner, etc., your contracts, and all of that. It's all very individual. But I want to be very careful here, because I am not a promoter of this whole twin flame bullshit where it's just narcissistic cycles that they're perpetuating and trying to keep divine beings stuck in lower timelines, chasing someone who either isn't doing the work or isn't in alignment with them or isn't actually their real divine partner. It's all a distraction. So this is not what this feels like. This feels like your divine partner has been duped, and by way of another person who's working for someone else, trying to get to you, and they also have like envy issues with their friend. That's what it feels like. Uncrossing work is necessary. So yeah, I just went through that. Uncrossing yourself of some of these energies you've picked up by way of some of these exchanges with your divine partner, that instead of pushing you into deeper awareness, it may have done it, but it did it by way of also causing you to access some energies that you now need to clear. Explore your voice. Sing, chant, scream, squeal. What cool sounds have you been silencing? So there's something here about needing to access the fullness of your throat energy. You could also be a person who heals with your voice and your words. You could activate people through your voice and your words. I do that too. You could be a sound healer in that way. And so you're being called to explore this. The uncrossing work might be necessary for this too. There may be ways you've been bound, whether through this situation or whether this situation kind of magnified, a binding that was already there on your throat. But whoever this is for, your voice is really important. You might be a singer, you might be a speaker, you might be a reader, you might express yourself in any way, but your voice is important at this time. Your voice activates, your voice frees, your voice liberates, your voice educates, your voice lifts up. So explore this power. Explore this power. And I always say this to people who sing. Do not be afraid to sing ugly. Do not be afraid to hit notes that don't sound right, because your vocal cords are a muscle. And if you can hit a note, even if you're hitting the note right now and it doesn't sound good, it means you already have the ability to hit that note. And all you need to do is to keep practicing to gain control over that, so you can hit that note exactly the way you want to. So never be afraid of your voice and the sounds it produces. Your voice is, it holds so much power. There's so much power in vibration. There's so much power in tone. You can change the whole emotion of a person or a room through how you speak to them. There's power. And as I say that, be very aware of how you speak to yourself, and use your when you are doing your protection, use your voice. Speak things out loud. Speak them literally into existence. Like I was saying to you about the dreams. Say it out loud. My dreams belong to me. I take authority over my dream space. Use your voice. There's authority in your voice. It is your divine seat of power. Your voices, so use it, okay? Your voice is also, your throat is very much in tune with if you're a woman, your womb energy, but sacral energy for a man. But I say a woman because the muscles in your throat are actually, your vocal cords are very, very similar to, I think it's the tendons that hold up the whole of your reproductive system. It's the muscular structure of your throat and your reproductive system as a woman is very, very similar. And they are connected energetically, right? You might, as a woman, find your voice changes over your cycle if you're still menstruating. You might find it easier to hit higher notes or lower notes at certain times of the month. So experiment with your voice, get to know it. There's something very powerful here when it comes to unlocking your voice. So here we have something here about break it down into steps that are more manageable and achievable. So you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. There might be a project. It doesn't have to be a project. It could just be life. Sometimes life in itself becomes overwhelming. But whatever it is that you have to do that you keep putting off or you feel is insurmountable, you're being called to break it down into steps that are manageable and achievable. And don't think that anything is too small. Like sometimes, if it makes a difference over time. Things accumulate over time. Okay, so break it down into steps that are more manageable. It also says work with the color orange, and I would add eat orange. That's all about accessing and balancing your sacral chakra energies. So, yeah, your ability to create, your ability to, access your own beauty and the beauty in life. And to tune into your divine feminine wisdom and also your divine feminine flow. Yeah, this person, whoever this person is, if you are a divine feminine and you're dealing with a divine masculine, with this man holding a heart, this divine masculine's friend knows who you are to them, and you are a threat. That's what I have for you. So I hope this reading was helpful and insightful. If it was, please make sure to hit the like button. Please subscribe if you want to receive more of my messages. If you would like to book me for a one-to-one, you can do so through my website, solara.info. Everything's below. You can also contact me via email. And if you would like to order a Tarotstrology Soul Mapping Report through me, you can also do that through my website. Tarotstrology Soul Mapping Reports are when I break down your birth chart in accordance with each, with the energies of the major and the minor arcana cards that correlate with each placement on your chart. And as such, they are, the way I do the reports is there to help you access the power in your own gifts, your talents, your abilities, so that you can walk in that. I am an activator too, through words, through speaking, and through writing. So as such, getting a written report from me or even a reading from me helps to helps to activate you in the areas where you need to be activated in order to rise in the power and the truth of your own divine blueprint or gold print. So yes, it's been a pleasure reading for you. I wish you guys the best. Until next time, be well.